checks. Their Vaz team also suffered the first day when a rider mistakenly went through a check 15 minutes early, then realizing his mistake, rechecked through on the correct minute, but was disqualified. Also, Czech trophy man Zlak had to push his cycle for 3 miles after running out of gas in the motocross test later in the week. Wolf-Gruber, Neumann, Weber, Witthoff, Griss, and Howe, the West German superstars, vaulted their team into a not-to-be-touched lead on their factory Zundaps. The West German team had been in the shadow of the Czechoslovakians for 5 years, and this was the only break they needed. They would take top team honors every single day. For the West German riders, it was a long, hard road to victory. Italy was also showing its ISDT prowess. The Italian 4-man Vaz team, SWM mounted, took the lead on the 4th day and won the Silver Vaz for the 4th time in 13 years. The Italian trophy team, Penton KTM mounted, took a hard-earned 2nd in the World Trophy competition. After the disastrous first day, the U.S. riders did bounce back. The U.S. trophy team kept to their schedule and finished their remaining 5 riders with 4 gold medals and 1 bronze. The U.S. Silver Vaz team with Don Cutler, Max Markowitz, Charlie Vincent, and Kevin Lavoie finished 3 of their riders and placed 4th in Vaz competition. All the Vaz team members had bad luck with the car cycle crashes and mechanical problems, but held to the finish to collect 2 silver and 1 bronze. Of the 51 U.S. competitors entered, 24 collected medals, with 8 U.S. riders distinguishing themselves with gold medal performances. Husqvarna mounted Malcolm Smith and Dick Burleson, and Penton mounted Jack Penton, Carl Crank, Dane Leimbach, Danny Young, Rod Bush, and Gary Junkins. The 6 days rules were drastically altered for the 50th ISDT. For the first time, route marks were dropped and made into penalty points. For every minute late at a check, 60 points are added to a rider's score. It allows a rider who may have lost 1 or 2 route marks but received very fast special test times to retain his gold medal performance. Now, all points a rider accumulates during the event in special tests, penalty points, and late points are totaled, and a gold medal is won by being within 15% of the top scorers in your class. A silver is awarded for being within 25%, and a bronze for finishing the event within the hour time limit. It allows for more competitive team competition, where a very fast team could be at the end of the results with 1 or 2 route marks lost in the old system, and a very slow, uncompetitive team at the top without any route marks lost. It does, however, take the edge off consistency and place it more firmly into a speed event. On Friday, the weather broke and the warm sun came through the fog to give the remaining competitors a break for the final 2 days of trail and special tests, like the acceleration and sound tests that took place every day. It set the scene for the final 6-day event, the masked road race. What a race it was for the 2 U.S. trophy riders, Carl Crank and Jack Penton. With over 6 days of hard riding on their Pentons, they held them wide open and raced around the twisting course with knobby tires hitting speeds of over 100 miles an hour to win the 350cc class for Carl and 2nd in the 250cc class for Jack, just a fraction behind fellow Penton KTM rider Alexandro Gritti. victorious West German trophy team took 3 of their riders in unison over the finish line in the 100cc class to show the total domination of the Zundap riders in winning the World Trophy for the first time since 1968. Even if the Czechoslovakians hadn't a problem, I doubt very much if they could have overcome the red-hot West Germans who rode a perfect 6 days and truly deserved the World Trophy they won. For the competitors, the 6 days is over for this year, and successes and failures will be carefully analyzed over the next year to capitalize on. Competitors like Carl Crank, who crashed hard the 3rd day and rode with a mild concussion and partially blind in one eye for 2 days, still retaining his gold medal, shows the determination a rider has for the 6 days event. Young Jack Penton, who rode to 7th overall in the trials, showed that the U.S. riders can put winners into the European-dominated sport. Heino Bussi of West Germany rode his Penton KTM to individual overall victory and placed the Penton KTM sports cycles on the same footing with the Zundaps and Jawas. It's the whole spirit that brings cyclists from all over the world once a year to test themselves and their machines in the most grueling of events, the International 6 Days Trial.